Look, Princess, it's a sign to the Emporium of Meat. Right there. It says Peter Luger, established 1887. All right, right there, let's go. Come on, let's go. Hey, fellow explorers, I'm really excited to be at Peter Luger in Las Vegas because about 15 years ago, I made a video about the original Peter Luger in Brooklyn, New York, and it was my first viral video, probably because I had some controversial things to say about the steak there. Here's what I said back 15 years ago.
Next time you're in Brooklyn and you've got a bunch of cash burning a hole in your pocket, check out Peter Luger's for a tasty but expensive cash-only steak.
All right, so now I really want to find out, is this steak better or not than that one? And is it worth the money? The inside of the restaurant, pretty small. Like, there's a big bar in the center, just a few tables here, kind of an intimate feel. Definitely feels different than the Brooklyn restaurant. Like, the Brooklyn restaurant really felt old school. This definitely has like some old theming to it, but definitely feels new. All right, the first course, complimentary course, is the bread course. What do we got here? We got 3 breads. We've got an onion roll. We've got a soft stick that's kind of like a pretzel. And we've got some breads. They are all nice and warm. They are served with some big pats of butter. Butter, that's right. And she's already buttered it. How's the butter?
Yummy.
Yummy. And it comes with the Peter Luger sauce right here that the waiters say is good with the bread, the steak, pretty much with everything. Oh, and if you want more than they got here, like you want to take some home, they sell bottles of it to go to. All right, first food up, we have the Sizzling Bacon Appetizer. This is 3 pieces of bacon, $24.95. Comes on a hot plate, very thick. I'm gonna give this a go. Cut it, as you can see, that is a thick piece of bacon right there. Let's see how this tastes. It's good right away. Smoky, cured taste to it, cooked perfectly. She's ready for the steak, but would you like to try the piece of bacon? This is bacon. She's our bacon connoisseur. So there we go. Go ahead, take a bite of the bacon. How's the bacon?
Yummy.
The bacon is Curious Princess approved. So they said the bacon also goes well with this sauce. Let's give this sauce a go with the bacon. That sauce, it's like sweet and sour kind of together. You too? You want some sauce? The bacon connoisseur likes it and likes the sauce. All right. But it's a good sauce. It does go well with the bacon. All right, so the main courses here. The steak for 2, $164 for the steak for 2. It comes with a New York steak side and a filet side on a super hot plate. Butter sauce over there. We also got the German potatoes. I would touch the plates, but they just came out of a nuclear oven. When they come to your table, they serve them for you, a few pieces each. And so let's go ahead and dive into this steak. See how it tastes. It's a good steak, but my question is the bacon for $24.95 tastier than the steak for $160? So that I'm not the YouTuber that has 2 bites and tells you it's delicious or not, I'm gonna eat a little bit more and then bring you another verdict in just a minute. So now that we finished the whole steak minus 1 piece, what's our verdict? And by the way, this is a very strategic piece because we want to talk about it. So we've compared notes between OC Girl, the princess, and I, and we'll tell you what we like and disliked about this steak and whether we think it was worth the price. So OC Girl really likes the butter sauce that's over here. She also really liked the charring on the steak. So it's got this nice kind of black char on the top. Gives it a pretty unique flavor. I certainly like that it comes on this hot plate. So even though you get it maybe medium rare, you can get it up to medium rare plus if you want to. The Curious Princess, she really likes the bacon. Did not like the steak. And I think the charring is actually a reason why she did not like the steak. Chris, what about you? I like the steak. It's a good steak, and compared to what I said 15 years ago...
Next time you're in Brooklyn and you've got a bunch of cash burning a hole in your pocket, check out Peter Luger's.
It was $80-some 15 years ago when I was in my 20s. Now, I do have a little bit more money, so this doesn't hurt as much. I can also pay with my credit card here, meaning at the last one, I actually had to go to the ATM to pay because they didn't take credit cards and had to get the cash. And so just to add color to 15 years ago going to the ATM, that's not like going to the ATM today. 15 years ago in Brooklyn, going to the ATM, not as nice. ATM's not as plentiful. It's kind of a life-threatening experience to go get that cash in the ATM to pay for the steak that we then ate. The question is, would I eat this steak again? Would I recommend you eat this steak? If you are a steak lover, get this steak. It's a good steak. I also like Mastro's Steakhouse. I like the sides better at Mastro's Steakhouse than here, so I would probably go to Mastro's. But I don't regret having eaten this again. What we really wonder is this is next to the Bacchanal Buffet, a really great buffet that if you total it up for us as a group, costs the same amount of money to eat at the buffet as it did here. And next time, probably the buffet, because there's great beef over there, anything you could want, and that's just an experience you don't get as many places. I think you can get good steak a lot more places than just right here. So, internet, tell me why I'm wrong. What do you think? All right, so once they brought us the bill, they also brought us these coins that said Peter Luger established 1887.
Ooh, chocolate coin.
And that they've been in business for 125 years, which really got us to comparing this experience to the one in Brooklyn, which that one has been there for 125 years and really feels like it, and feels like the kind of place that maybe like the people from the Godfather movie would eat or something like that. And there's definitely a lot of history there. The fact that they like take reservations in a paper book, I mean, like all adds to the eating experience that this place definitely isn't that. And so like this front room kind of has a little bit of a moody vibe, but the back room back there that looks out at the swimming pool in like Rome Caesar's Palace really loses a bit of that feel to it. It would have been neat had they been able to like recreate that like old school charm a little bit more. Oh, and if you are looking for another place to try Peter Luger outside of New York, they also have a location in Tokyo, which I heard some of the staff mentioning. That might be an interesting comparison. If you've eaten a Peter Luger in Tokyo, I'd be curious to see how it compares or hear how it compares. But fellow explorers, if you are coming to Vegas and you want to check out the Bacchanal Buffet, you'll find the link right up here. But if you want to see all of what Chris said 15 years ago when I was much younger in my 20s about Peter Luger in New York, you can check that video out right here. As usual, we won't say goodbye because we'll see you in the next video.